Okay, ladies and gentlemen, still in Prague Zoo. We've got the pygmy owl, so or Sperlingskalz as they call it, or Such vorobiny, which is like sparrow owl in Russian. Kulishik najmenshi, which is the smallest of the little owls, is your Czech word for it, and it's a remnant of the Ice Age. It says a glacial relict. It lives in permanent pairs. That's very old-fashioned. Lives in hollows of nests. Why they call it an Ice Age leftover, I really don't know. But there it is. Pretty little bird. It was looking here a minute ago. Then it turned its head around. And they're fairly inured to what the people around are doing, since they have us the whole time. This, by the way, was the boreal owl. Nothing to do with Borat. Ah, it's a nice, very nice bird. Okay. You're going to make a sexy time? No? Okay, no, boreal owl, not Borat owl. So, nothing in that one. This is interesting, the chestnut-winged laughing thrush. That's interesting. This is from a small part of China, very, very small, limited part of China. So if you haven't seen a chestnut-winged laughing thrush before, now's your chance. Are you not laughing today? If I do a Hulaganov impersonation, will you laugh? Come on, Sarashi, come on, give it a laugh for me. Nope, no luck. Obviously he has a slightly different sense of humour to the one which human beings have, or at least some human beings, some strange human beings. So that was this was supposed to be the black-faced laughing thrush, but he's not finding anything amusing enough to even leave his den. And this is another, this is the barred laughing thrush again from a small, tiny little part of China. And it doesn't appear either. So there we are. This is interesting. This is a interesting looking. I think I may have been in it, but let's go again as we go through here. Got to go through double doors. This is where birds of prey are. So in theory there's nothing in between you and these lovely birds of prey here. No. I think that there's a dead bird there in the middle, which I take it to be. Ooh, look at that. I take that to be like a chicken that's been left for them to prey on. A lot of them are carrion eaters, vultures and things like that here, so it's lovely to see these really big birds. It lives exclusively off carrion. That's a kite, and that's its sound. I've filmed kites in the wild before now. The other kite which is on the thing is, oh dear, there's a magpie gotten in amongst them, which is not, it won't hunt live food probably, the kite, but you hear the whistling noise that it makes. Well, there's more carrion down there, so there is, that's an older one. That looks like a rack of ribs that's been left for them there. This kite is having a good time flying around the whole thing. Oh, look at that, here he goes. It's managed to grab something in its beak there. I don't know whether it's trying to break it now. kite is still flying around. Oh, let's go fly a kite. I like this. I like big, nice open aviaries like this. They all look perfectly happy. They don't look as though any of them are showing any kind of distress. And what do we have here? That looks like the Egyptian vulture. Oh, it's the Eurasian black vulture. There's actually even in Spain and Bulgaria, as well as a lot of Central Asia. They've got the kite is Milvius. There is one that I filmed a while before, but not such a big one as this. This is huge. There you've got the Egyptian vulture, the black stork. The black storks are obviously here, and you do see them even in Poland occasionally. I have seen them once or twice. Unlike white storks, which you can see an awful lot in Poland. So there's two storks, Ciconia, alba and nigra, so white and black. And the Egyptian one there seems to be the one right at the top. And the kite there's just, he's got his food just waiting for him here, but he's flying around just for the fun of it, I think, which is fine. Right. Okay. This is one place I didn't really get to before, and that's with the old elephants. I didn't really see the elephants. I think what happens is you have to go up onto this thing here in order to get the view over that part of the zoo. So you have to walk up the stairs and then down again. Right, just waiting just to see where those other folk went, so we weren't all doing the same things at once. This gives you your view over the animals here. Unfortunately, the animals aren't out again, so I shall. Oh, there's I take it all back. There is one. Look. Elephant. He's got quite big tusks on him. Nice. He seems rather impatient to get through that door. Maybe he's waiting to go to the toilet or something and they're not letting him through. Okay. Still hear that kite whistling away at the background. He's still flying around in there like nobody's business. So, at this point, I might go into the details of how it is that I came to. I mean, I always intend to come back to Prague Zoo again the next time that I spent a weekend. Oh, do you see that through there? There's the old Stalin building that there is in Prague. You should see it through the gap in the trees there. I've got, I think actually quite recently, in fact not yet posted up at the time of filming, is my film from the balcony on the top of that, which I took. It is actually the hotel, Crown Plaza, just as one of the ones in Moscow is also a hotel that I've filmed in and stayed in. I've never stayed there, but I've taken part in events in it on a couple of occasions. Some quite a few days of conference and quite a few mixers. One AGM and one mixer, to be quite precise about it. I think that's right. So all in all, I think I've been in and out of there on a good 5, 6, 7 different occasions. I lose count in the end sometimes. So here we go, there's another exposition. Thankfully you're not allowed to smoke next to these animals. You oughtn't to be allowed to smoke in the whole zoo, of course, but they haven't got that far yet. So I'll tell you in a minute when we get to that point why it is that why I waited 14 months to do the second half of the zoo film, which hopefully will be finished today, but even if it isn't, no biggie. Okay, so these are like, this is a heronry in some ways, you might say. Night heron, teals, that's the Eurasian spoonbill, the smew, if we see one of them, the red-breasted merganser, or merganser. It sounds German, but in German it's actually Mittelsage. It's Mergus serrata in Latin, Krachal in Russian, black ibis, or glossy ibis as they say in Czech is brown ibis. We say glossy ibis, the Germans say Braunsichler, Karawajka in Russian. So, oh, here's where they all are. Mainly spoonbills down here. So, after to film this, ladies and gentlemen, I'm actually having to hold my camera out. I have to hold it nice and firmly in my hand, not too firmly because it might slip out like the inside of a nut, but just firmly enough. So we're getting some things, and the advantage of course of coming in the autumn time to the zoo is, well, there are a couple of advantages. One of them is that you see a different fauna. Here's your Cheika chocholata. These are the animals saying thank you for their sponsors. So that the peewit here is saying thank you to John and Martin, or Jane and Martin peewit, or lapwing, because there's more than one word. Actually the word peewit and lapwing and all that, and ringed plover and what have you. They're all the same word in it. It's all the same bird, but it has a lot of different names. And it's actually a couple here who have that surname, Cheika, yeah, who've sponsored it because it has their family name, so it's almost their pet. Like Pushkin's surname is James, so we certainly sponsor him. I notice that I'm often paying money for pet food. They don't come and give it to you free, that's for sure. So I suppose I could say he's my pet and I sponsor him. These people don't have that peewit at home. Well, they might have since it's not here, but in any event, it bears their surname and they sponsor it, which is fair enough. So, this is the point where you can actually get quite close to a pelican. And I'll try not to lose my camera by proximity to a pelican, because it's quite capable of reaching up with that great big bill of itself and grabbing it. Ooh, I see. It's like that, is it? You weren't going to do a camera grab, were you? Okay.